Hi everybody! This is my video I've been doing at the end of every month. I've been telling you about the movies that I saw in the theater that month and the movies that I saw at home. A lot of these films I don't get a chance to review on YouTube. They're just on my blog because I don't have time to do a YouTube video on every single one. And you can get a good idea of all the movies that I've seen over the course of the year by looking at the whole series and going back to the January videos and every month checking out what I saw that month. So for the month of July, I saw 8 movies in the theater, which is kind of crazy. It didn't feel like that many, but I have the Movie Pass, which allows me to see a lot more movies. It's just a flat rate every month, and I can go to a movie every single day if I want. The 8 movies that I saw in the theater in July started with the film Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. It's directed by Alfonso Gomez-Rejon. Stars Thomas Mann, Olivia Cooke, Ronald Clyler, as well as Connie Britton and Molly Shannon and Nick Offerman in supporting parts. And I enjoyed this movie. To me, it felt, it was a big hit at Sundance, and it felt very Sundance-y kind of movie. To me, it seemed very derivative of Wes Anderson in particular, but a lot of those kind of movies. It's very twee, it's very cute. But I thought it was well done. I didn't like that the narration kind of tricks you. I didn't like that. But I liked the films that the boys make. I liked their relationship. I thought that was interesting. I thought the setting, the particular neighborhood that they were in was unusual. You don't typically see that kind of urban environment. Was cool. I thought the scenes shot at the school were neat. And I liked pretty much all the performances. I thought were really good. So overall, I would recommend Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. The next movie that I saw in the theater was Terminator Genisys, and this shows kind of how lame this movie was. I saw this on the 4th of July, and thinking back to do this video, I literally could remember almost nothing about this movie. I mean, I had to look it back and read my review again and be like, whoa, what did I really think about that movie? It's just so unremarkable. It's just a very big disappointment. And you shouldn't feel that way about a Terminator film. The story was very convoluted. It didn't really make sense. There was a lot of plot holes. I didn't like the way that it kind of rewrote a lot of the stuff in the second movie, which is the best movie. I didn't think what happens with John Connor was very good. I thought the special effects, it was kind of like with San Andreas. Like, the special effects didn't look like anything new. It wasn't anything I haven't seen before. And so it was kind of and overall it was just, I thought that Arnold was fun. I enjoyed his performance, and I think that's about it. And we need to get Jai Courtney out of movies. He's not good. Stop trying to sell him as the next Bruce Willis. It's not happening. This movie I saw, I reviewed on this channel. It's the Minions movie, and I really wasn't that impressed. It's cute. It has its moments. I didn't like hate it. But I don't know, I like the Minions. They're my favorite part of the Despicable Me movies, but I just didn't think it was that funny. It didn't make me laugh, and I thought it had some parts that made me uncomfortable and that I didn't like. And I hate that when animated movies throw in, it's not that you can't have humor that adults find funny, but I don't like it when it's adult humor. I don't need to see boob jokes in a Minions movie, so I wasn't a fan of that, and it just didn't make me laugh. This movie I saw after that is Ant-Man, and I thought this was a really fun movie. I felt a lot like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. It was not taking itself too seriously like so many of the superhero movies that we have these days, where everybody's moping around and all, ooh, I've got to save the world, that you see. This was fun. Really, I've loved Paul Rudd for years. I think he's great. I've kind of had a crush on him since high school because I love Clueless. It's one of my favorite movies. And I thought he was charming in this, and I really liked all the supporting players. I thought that Michael Douglas was great in it. What I didn't like was Evangeline Lilly. I know, I just don't think she's a very good actress. I didn't like her in the Hobbit movies, and I didn't think she was very good here, and I didn't think that her and Paul Rudd had very good chemistry. But I liked the way that this movie felt small. You know, excuse the pun, but it was just basically, instead of dealing with saving the whole world, this was just dealing with one building, one commercial building and one house. I thought the humor from T.I. and Michael Pena was really good, that they had a lot of good jokes. The next movie I saw was Mr. Holmes. This is directed by Bill Condon, and it stars Ian McKellen. And McKellen is great as Holmes. I thought he was wonderful. I would be totally happy if he got nominated for Best Actor for it. I thought that he was very commanding on screen. And there's sort of three storylines that are happening, and I liked all of them, but for some reason all three of them together didn't exactly work all the time, and it's a very leisurely paced film. Some people definitely think it's boring. I didn't think it was boring, but it was definitely slow at moments. And I didn't think that Laura Linney was very good. She has a terrible English accent, and I just thought she was wooden. I didn't buy her. I didn't like her. I didn't like her part. I don't know. I was disappointed because she can be so amazing actress. And I thought the ending was kind of a letdown. Then the next movie that I saw is the documentary Amy, and this is about Amy Winehouse. Challenging movie to review for me because I do love Amy Winehouse's music, and so it's hard to separate sort of my admiration for her and from the actual movie itself, because I didn't particularly care for this movie. The big problem with Amy is that the director uses tons of home video, and that home video has a lot of like extreme close-ups and a lot of shaky, has a lot of shaky cam. There's just too much of it. I started to get a little motion sick. What they could have done is use a little bit of that home video, and because they even reuse certain shots over and over and over again. So why not, instead of reusing it, why not have a interview? Have a scene where you actually see the interview, because what they would have is the home video, and then you would hear the interview over the home video. I felt like they didn't really tell me anything I didn't already know, and I don't know that much about Amy Winehouse. I think I don't know, it was just, to me it was kind of like, oh, I was hoping they'd dig a little bit deeper, go a little bit further. I know a lot of people love this documentary, but I didn't really work for me. I didn't think it was very good. The next movie I reviewed on this channel is Pixels, and I do think it's one of the stronger Adam Sandler movies in 10 years, but that's not saying something because I hate Adam Sandler movies. I thought this movie had a lot of problems. The whole premise is fun, but it doesn't really make sense, and the way that they handle the premise makes even less sense. The idea of Kevin James as President of the United States is pretty tough to swallow, and I just thought that the way they treated the women was really offensive, and I didn't think it was funny. I mean, that's what I want out of a comedy. It has to make me laugh, and if it didn't make me laugh, it's not a good comedy. And it didn't really make me laugh, except for a couple of times. So it was better than just go with it. It's better than Jack and Jill, but that's not saying much. The last movie that I saw in July, I just reviewed on this channel last night. If you want to check out that review, it's Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. And I thought this was a really entertaining entry in the Mission Impossible series. It only has some plot holes, and I think that some of the action scenes maybe go on a little bit too long, which helps you realize those plot holes. I still think those action scenes are really entertaining to watch, and I liked the team feel, and I thought Tom Cruise was really good. I thought I thought Rebecca Ferguson was awesome as Ilsa, the secret agent, and so overall I enjoyed the movie. I really liked the way they handled music in that movie. This month, I'd say I liked Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. I did not like Terminator Genisys. I did not like Minions. I liked Ant-Man. Gave a marginal like for Mr. Holmes. I didn't like Amy. I didn't like Pixels. And I liked Mission Impossible Rogue Nation. So there you go. That's kind of the wrap up for July. Let me know if you saw any of these movies and what you thought of them. I'd be very curious. Put in the comment section. And please subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks so much. Bye.